Okay kayo ah. Napakaganda po ng message na at ako'y inspired na inspired. Sabi niya, ibinababa na po natin ang alert level from level 3 to level 2. Kaya ako'y tuwan-tuwa dahil yun ang una kong natanggap na Valentine message noong February 14. Ito naman po yung sumunod na natanggap ko. At ito'y parang tula. Okay? So pag hindi kayo nakarelate dito, ay hindi kayo DOST scholar. Sabi dito, buti pa ang Paranaque may BF. Buti pa ang Patay may dumadalaw. Buti pa ang Dost-Sei may chemistry. Buti pa ang Rosary may mystery. Buti pa ang tindera nagpapatawad. Buti pa ang telepono may nagsasabi ng hello. Buti pa ang sapatos, may ka-pair. Valentine's Day kasi ito eh. Buti pa ang picture na de-develop. Buti pa ang baga, malapit sa puso. Buti pa ang scientist, may love. Buti pa ang deadline, may humahabol. Buti pa ang sentrum. Alam niyo yung sentrum? Already complete. Buti pa ang B, merong honey. Ito. Buti pa ang simbahan, may papa. Haba nito eh. Buti pa ang Wi-Fi, may connection. Buti pa ang probability, may chance. Buti pa ang military, may engagement. Buti pa ang Grab, tinatawag ng mahal. Buti pa ang stocks, binabantayan. At buti pa ang kuryente, may spark. Buti pa ang ADMU, Ateneo de Manila University, may MU. Buti pa ang posporo, may match. At buti pa ang weather, may pag-asa. Huli-huli na to. Buti pa ang teacher, kayang sabihin, okay, let's move on. Magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Hindi pa po tapos ang speech ko. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, bakit pa tayo nagdadaos dito exit conference? On a more serious note, unang-una ay para parangalan kayo, mga scholar natin, na magtatapos na. Pangalawa, para pasalamatan ang lahat na may kinalaman sa inyong tagumpay, ang DOST-STII, ang ating mga magulang, ang ating mga guro, ang ating mga kasama sa school na naging suporta natin para pagdaanan ng lahat para tayo makatapos bilang DOST scholar. At siyempre, yung huling P, ako napakahilig natin sa mga P. Sa DSWD, may 4 Ps. Sa ano tawag dito? Sa mga government project, may PPP. Sa DOST, pag nag-evaluate kami ng proposal, mayroong 6 Ps: patent, publications, product, ano pa ba isa? Partnerships, people, and policies. At ano pa ba yung ibang mga P? Oo nga. Pero dito ay parangal, paalala at pasasalamat. Paalala siyempre kung ano naman ang inaasahan namin sa inyo. Kanina inabutan ko pa yung showing ng Patriot video na napakaganda. I still remember when this was conceptualized by Dr. Bio. Was it 4 years ago or 3 years? 3 years ago. And I really like the idea because it has come to a point that sometimes I think DOST scholars just feel that the state, okay, that they have a right to enjoy the scholarship from the state, but sometimes I have a feeling that they don't have a realization of what the state expects from them or the country expects from them. And the Patriot is a very good reminder. In fact, yung paalaala portion ng aking speech ay nandun na sa video ng Patriot. Siguro sabihin ko lang na iba't iba ang magiging papel ninyo sa buhay. Sabi nga kanina ni Director Solidum, hindi, ano nga ba yung sinabi ni Dr. Solidum tungkol sa mga magiging karir ninyo? At siyempre, hindi naman lahat sa inyo ay magiging scientist na nagre-research sa laboratory. Hindi naman lahat sa inyo ay magiging mga profesor sa mga pamantasan. Ang iba dyan ay magtatrabaho sa corporate world, ang iba ay magtatrabaho sa government, ang iba ay magiging entrepreneurs. Kanina nga tinitingnan ko yung listahan ng mga mag-i-speech today. I saw somebody from, I think from Procter & Gamble who will be speaking. A scholar coming from the corporate world. He has specialized in IT. And it reminds me, last Friday, I attended a birthday party. He is a, sabihin ko lang, siya yung parang hari ng mga geeks ngayon, you know, si Winston Lamarillo, who has become super rich from Silicon Valley ventures, and he decided to reinvest the wealth he has accumulated here. He has been nurturing young people with startups and similar related projects, and I was just looking at him as a very successful entrepreneur who has come to the realization that he should give back. Okay, I don't even think he was a DOST scholar, although he graduated from De La Salle. But I have known him when he was just a young professional. And so when he turned 50 last Friday, I was there to co-celebrate. I was seated to a young guy beside me who was introduced as the IT Vice President for Banco de Oro. And in our conversation, when he knew that I am the Secretary of DOST, he volunteered to say, ako po ay DOST scholar. Okay? So sabi ko, pwede ka bang makumpida sa isa sa mga event namin? Ako, pwede po at gusto ko, sabi niya. He's very willing to share his experiences. Today, we have also somebody who is working for the government, I think from the DILG. Okay? But there are also those, like Mr. Damarillo, who succeeded in the world of entrepreneurship. Okay? And there are many others. I can cite a few more names. I have a friend, Mr. Ramon Castillo, who was a DOST scholar all the way from his Philippine Science High School to his electrical engineering degree, and has been very successful by inventing new things, okay, and making good at the business of marketing these inventions. Of course, we also have elective people in elective positions. I had a chance to talk to the mayor of Balanga because at that time he wanted us to put up a Philippine Science High School in Bataan, but I told him we are constrained to have only one campus for every region. But I advised him that if the city has enough resources, they can put up their own City Science High School. And I advised him how to go about it. And I was so surprised that within a year, the Balanga Science High School was already in operation. And it was not really a surprise because I found out that the mayor of Balanga, Francis Garcia, is a graduate of the Philippine Science High School. Of course, DOST scholar din yung mga taga-Pisay. We have, of course, a senator, medyo nasa headline siya ngayon, who is also a DOST scholar. At that time, it was still called and SDB, and I'm referring to Senator Coco Pimentel, who took up mathematics and eventually became a lawyer. We have also a former governor in the Cordillera, but I cannot recall the name, who is also a DOST scholar. The mayor of the city of Muñoz, the Science City of Muñoz, is also a DOST scholar. So it is not only being employed in the corporate world or in government or in teaching or in business. Some people really do public service even in elective positions. But what can I advise to give you as an advice? I think most of the advice has already been given by Yusek Solidum, so I will just share you very briefly my own experience. Like Dr. Solidum, I am not a DOST scholar. I had a scholarship in college, but it was a private scholarship. I was an ESO scholar. ESSO, and I'm sure most of you do not know what ESSO means. ESO, it was the former Petron. ESO is an international oil company which operated here in the 60s, and later on, ESO was nationalized to become Petron. Okay? So I was an ESO scholar during my college days, and naturally, my first, shall we say, yung aking ang tawag dito, ang unang pumasok sa isip ko ay magtrabaho doon sa kumpanya na yon. Wala naman kami obligasyon when we were made scholars of ESO, but I thought I would like to serve them, parang showing gratitude. And during those days, uso na yung campus recruitment. So we were interviewed in our college, at the UP College of Engineering. Marami kami, and at that time, being employed in an oil company is something very, shall we say, prestigious. Simply because they pay very high. Okay? So I think the starting pay for the oil companies were the highest that engineers can receive. Okay? So I was very happy when I was accepted to work with ESO. I graduated, I still remember the date, April 20, 1969. And I started reporting for work on May 6, 1969. So there was only a 2-week break before baka lang mawala yung boses ko. There was only a 2-week break before I started working. But among the co-graduates of mine who work with an oil company, iba-iba pa rin kami ng kinapuntahang departamento. So actually, the big oil companies at that time were Shell, Caltex, which is now, ano ba pangalan ng Caltex ngayon? Chevron. Okay? And ESO, which became Petron. So kami, ako, napunta ako sa operations. Yung iba naming mga kasama, napunta sa marketing. Okay? There were some who ended up in the economics department. I don't know how, but I worked in the operations. And operations at that time, if you are here in Metro Manila, means working in the Pandacan Terminal. Okay? Hindi ko alam, ngayon yata pinasara na yung mga terminal sa Pandacan. But at that time, I had to go through all the different kinds of work, okay, as an engineer trainee, a cost and operations engineer trainee. So I started in manufacturing, doing lubricating oil and grease. Okay, hindi pa naman automatic noon, so you still have to pour some of the ingredients in drums into the tanks. Okay, so hindi lahat yun automatic na dipindot lang, so kailangan talagang medyo mahirapan ka na magtimpla-timpla dun sa mga tangke. At that time, I also was assigned to be a tank farm supervisor. No? Nakakatuwa po ang tank farm supervisor kasi wala naman akong tauhan. Ang sinusupervise ko ay yung mga tangke. No? So there were 30 tanks in Pandacan, I remember, containing all sorts of fuel and chemicals. Okay? So, ang isa sa mga trabaho ko po ay i-report ang inventory sa umaga, sa simula at sa gabi, pagsasara. So parang accountant, ano? And hindi naman po automatic na pipindutin mo lang, makikita mo na kung ano yung volume. So, ang uso pa noon, hindi ko alam kung ngayon nabago na siguro yun, ay maghuhulog ka ng merong weight na ihuhulog kang gano'n, unti-unti mo ibababa. Mula sa itaas ng tangke, nandun sa itaas ng tangke, ihuhulog mo, titingnan mo kung yung marka ng fluid, yung liquid, at i-compute mo yung volume ng cylinder from the height of the mark and of course the diameter of the tank. So you have to do that for all the tanks. Ang problema lang, wala namang calculator na dipindot-pindot, wala pa rin computer na maliliit, ano? So yun gumagamit kami ng tinatawag na Monroe calculator. So wala na siguro nakakita, pang museum na po yun. Yung Monroe calculator ay iikot, okay? So maraming digits yan, okay? From 0 to 9 at maraming digits yung ganun. So kung mag-multiply ka ng 9 times 9, ilagay mo yung setting sa 9 at iikot mo na siyang na beses. So kung ang volume ay napakalaki na, you can imagine kung ilang ikot ang gagawin mo para lang ma-compute mo, kaysa naman sa ikaw ay mag-compute ng mano-mano. So, from there, I was assigned to do mechanical and electrical maintenance. Sa buong buhay ko, nag-aral ako sa UP, hindi ko naman natutuhan yung pag-maintain ng mga motor at mga kung ano-ano pa. So, I had to rely mostly on the mechanicals, okay, and the electricians who were under me. So, ang nangyayari, ako pa yung natuturuan nila. Mabuti na lang, because of that kind of work, natuto po ako makisama sa lahat ng klase ng tao. Okay? So, yung pinakamababang taga-buhat ng mga kahon, to the maintenance people, and to the drivers, okay? Kasi napunta rin ako sa transportation, na-assign ako sa Bataan. Supervisor na naman ako, pero wala naman akong tauhan. Ang sistema nun, meron kang mga kontratistang mga may-ari ng tank truck na mag-deliver sa buong Luzon. Okay? So, hindi naman namin empleyado yung mga driver, okay? Pero kailangan mong pakisamahan lahat ng driver. So, doon ko natuto rin makisama. Napakahalaga nung dealing with people at all levels. So, hindi lang yung dealing with the boss or dealing with your peers, but also dealing with the people who are working for you. Isa sa mga napaka-importanting lessons ko po yan na hindi ko makakalimutan. So sabi nga nila, sa panahon ngayon, hindi lang IQ ang importante. Ano pa yung isa? EQ. Okay? Now, siguro, after 2 years, okay, pasensya na kayo, mahaba kwento ko. After 2 years, ang feeling ko, hindi ako maligaya sa trabaho ko. Okay? So malaki nga ang sweldo ko, pero parang may hinahanap ako na nakakasawa yung araw-araw, yun din ang ginagawa mo, nagde-deliver ka ng gasolina sa mga iba't ibang lugar, at yun din ang mga kausap mo. So parang bang walang masyadong pag-iisip na ginagawa. Ano? So sabi ko, yung mga boss ko, ang tatanda na, pero hindi ako hanga sa kanilang mga itsura. Sabi ko, pagtanda ako, ganito ba ako? Ayoko na. Bumalik ako sa UP. Nag-enroll ako for a master's degree out of the savings I had. Hindi ako scholar. So sabi ko nga, malaking sweldo noon. So nakaipon ako, nag-enroll ako. Pero sandali-sandali lang naman. At ako'y kinuha ang research assistant ng aking professor sa industrial engineering. From chemical engineering, nagpunta ako sa industrial engineering. And for long, I finished my master's degree, and immediately I was converted from a research assistant to an instructor. So, nung sinalubong ako doon ng mga co-teachers, sabi nila, reminder lang, boy po ang nickname ko. Reminder lang, boy, pag ikaw ay nagtagal dito ng mga 5 taon, hindi ka na makakaalis. Hindi ko masyadong sineryoso yung advice nila. Until 5 years later, I found myself in love with my job and I cannot live from teaching anymore. So that has been my career. I taught at the UP College of Engineering for 43 years. The pay was not good. Okay? In fact, nung lumipat ako, nung naging hire akong research assistant na teacher, mas maliit pa yung sweldo ko nung kaysa doon sa inalis akong trabaho sa oil company. But I was happier. And yun lang ang masasabi ko sa inyo, kung kayo'y magtatrabaho, huwag kayong magtiis na hindi kayo masaya sa trabaho. Kasi napakahirap magtrabaho nang hindi kayo masaya. Okay? Pangalawa, sabi nga ni Dr. Solido, kahit saan kayo mapunta, kahit pa hindi kayo masaya, strive to be excellent wherever you are and whatever you do. And if you are still young, okay, consistent with what I said, you can still change jobs. Okay? Hindi naman masamang lumipat from one job to another, basta bata pa kayo. Pero pagka kayo umabot na ng mga 30 o 35 at nagpapalipat-lipat pa kayo ng trabaho, hindi na yung trabaho ang may diferensya. Kayo na ang may diferensya. Okay? So, yun ang importante. And then, I think I should remind you also, para naman hindi kayo magkaroon ng feeling ng frustration, hindi lahat ng gusto nyo, hindi lahat ng ambisyon nyo, mangyayari. Okay? Okay lang na meron kang pangarap at ambisyon, pero kung meron hindi mangyari, kang anong teacher, let's move on. Okay? At siguro, masasabi ko lang, whatever your experiences are, in the process, you will have heartaches, but you will have joys. Okay? And some people have the tendency to keep the happiness and to keep the sorrow to themselves. I think that's one advice that I can give. If you have some heartaches, better share it with somebody. I mean, you don't have to solve by yourself. If you have some joys because of success, share it also with somebody. Okay? And lastly, among the paalala and lessons, don't forget where you came from. Okay? Don't forget, of course, unang-una, yung family ninyo, yung school na pinanggalingan ninyo, and your country, kahit pa kayo mag-abroad, at kahit pa kayo maging very, very successful wherever you are, remember that you have only one country, the Philippines. Kahit maging dual citizen pa kayo kung saan-saan mang lupalop ng mundo, alalahanin ninyo na kayo ay Pilipino sa dugo at sa puso. At siyempre, ang lahat ng yan ay pinasasalamatan natin sa ating Panginoon. Bilang pagwawakas, gusto ko lang sabihin na siguro dapat din yung malaman na maraming ginagawa ang Department of Science and Technology. Hindi lang naman itong scholarship ang trabaho namin. We have 18 agencies, okay? 7 of them are research institutes, okay? So we have one dedicated to industrial technologies, one for metals, one for nuclear, one for advanced science technology, one for nutrition, one for textile, and we have one for forest products, and we have 3 sectoral councils which plan, coordinate, and fund research and development. So, kung may nakikita kayo mga profesor sa inyong mga universidad na busy sa research, okay, very likely yung pondo na kanya ginagamit sa research ay galing sa DOST. Okay? Hindi naman lahat, pero marami sa mga research na ginagawa ng ating mga professors sa science, engineering, at mathematics ay pinopondohan ng DOST. At nandun din yung mga serbisyo na ating sinasagawa. Kilalang-kilala po. Hindi kilala masyado DOST. Mababa ang awareness level sa DOST sa publiko. Nagsimula kami noong 2016 at ay 6% awareness level. Sa mga Pilipino, 6% lang ang nakakaalam kung ano ang DOST. Napataas po yan to 13% in 2017, naging 16% noong 2018, at sa pagsasara ng 2019 ay 19%. So, maganda na rin ang improvement sa level of awareness. Pero alam ko matutulungan din nyo kami na maitaas ang level of awareness tungkol sa ginagawa ng DOST. Sabi nga nila, sa panahon ngayon, kung wala kang ginagawang masama, hindi ka madyadyaryo. Kaya bihira niyong makita ang DOST sa dyaryo. pagka narinig namin yung pastillas, yan yung ginagawa namin sa aming food processing center. Okay? At iba't iba pang mga nababalitaan natin. Kami din ay, sabi ko nga, yung mga service institutes, pinamumuna. Kaya ko pala nabanggit yung level ng awareness. Ang dalawa pong pinakakilalang ahensya ng DOST-STI, ang Pag-asa at ang PBOX. Kasi napakadalas natin magkaroon ng natural extreme conditions. Dalawang bagyo sa isang taon, ba't hindi mo maririnig ang Pag-asa? Dalawang bagyo. Bawat isang bagyo, inaabot halos ng 5 hanggang isang linggo na nasa balita. Ang PBOX, hindi lang yung earthquake, kundi yung mga bulkan. Okay? Itong taon na to, umpisa pa lang, ay nagkaroon na tayo ng Taal eruption. Kanina umaga, binabasa ko yung news sa TV, sabi baka daw within 2 weeks, ibaba pa uli yung alert level to level 1. That is good news. Okay? Pero ang ngayon naman, nagpapakita ng activity. Okay? So, yan ang mga institutes namin na kilala for services. Kasama nila ang Science Education Institute na ang trabaho naman ay scholarships. Yan po ang ahensya ng DOST na may pinakamalaking budget. Okay? Almost 20% of our budget is for scholarships. At meron din kaming ahensya na kilala ng iba dito. Siguro patatayuin ko lang. Baka sakali. Meron po ba dito nagtapos sa mga campuses ng Philippine Science High School? Tumayo lang. Meron po bang graduate ng Philippine Science High School dito sa gathering na ito? Huwag kayo mahiya. Huwag kayo kahiya ang Philippine Science High School. Hindi ako naniniwala na isa lang ang graduate ng Philippine Science High School. Tumayo ka uli. Yung tumayo kanina. Tayo ka uli. Tayo ka uli. Di yata nakakaintindi ng Tagalog ang taga-Philippine Science High School. Tumayo ka uli. Hindi ka ba? Hindi ba siya? Hindi siya graduate? Walang graduate ng Philippine Science High School dito. Tumayo kayo. Hindi ba kayo nakakaintindi kung kayo ay graduate ng Philippine Science High School? Tumayo kayo. Yung mga nakatayo na yun ay Pisay? Ayun. Pero kanina may tumayo doon, nagtaas pa ng kopa eh. Ngayon ayaw nang tumayo. Sinungaling ka ba? Hindi siya tunay na graduate ng Philippine Science High School. Kukunin ko pangalan mo mamaya. Anyway, alam po ninyo, pagka kami sa region nagdadaos ng ganito okasyon, ay napakaraming graduate ng Philippine Science High School sa gathering. So siguro dito, konti lang kasi mas marami naman ang estudyante dito. Pero tayo nga ulit, taga-Philippine Science High School. Palakpakan natin sila. Anyway, kaya ako binanggit yun, ang Philippine Science High School ay isa sa 11 ahensya ng Department of Science and Technology. Meron din tayong in charge ng Science and Technology Information, STII, at meron din tayong in charge ng Technology Application and Promotion, TAPI, na siya nakakaalam sa protection ng intellectual property at technology transfer and commercialization. Meron din tayong 3 councils na nag-co-coordinate ng research, ang Council for Agriculture, Aquaculture, R&D, ang Council for Health Research, R&D, ang Council for Industry, Energy, and Emerging Technologies, R&D. At meron din tayong 2 attached collegial bodies, ang National Academy of Science and Technology at ang National Research Council of the Philippines. Kahapon lamang, meron kami programa, kamukha din ito, but smaller audience, media lang ang aming bisita. At in-introduce namin ang 20 magagandang programa ng DOST na ihahayag sa publiko this 2020. Kasi kahapon ay February 2, 2020. So, in-announce namin na meron kaming 20 malalaking proyekto na i-anunsyo sa publiko bilang ready na o kaya naman ay uumpisahan for 2020. Kaya yun ang tawag namin ay, ano ba tawag natin? 20 for 2020. 20 for 2020. So, just to give you an idea, hindi ko naman babasahin na lahat yung 20, meron kami isang project na ang pangalan ay ULAT. Okay, this is the ano yung U? Understanding lightning and thunderstorms. Isang pioneering research po sa pag-aaral ng lightning and thunderstorm na sinasagawa ng Advanced Science and Technology Institute ng Pag-asa. Kasama ba people sa hindi? At in partnership with Hokkaido University, hoping that we can improve forecasting of rainfall, okay, by studying lightning. Meron tayong i-inaugurate, ita-turn over na project sa Philippine Navy. Ang tawag ay Buhawi. Okay? Hindi na lang namin muna sasabihin kung ano ibig sabihin nun, but it has something to do with improving our self-reliance in defense and security. Meron tayong proyekto na ilulunsad, okay? I-announce na. Pag natapos na yung clinical trials phase 1 at naging successful, and we are very confident na magiging successful, mai-announce na natin ang na-develop na gamot para sa dengue. Ito po ay unang-una para sa mundo. Towards the end of the year, magkakaroon tayo ng National Tissue Culture Coconut Planting Day. Ito po ay ilulunsad namin dahil successful ang ating research project para makakuha ng maraming plantlets sa isang bunga ng niyog. Okay? Dati-dati kung magtatanim ka ng niyog, isang niyog, lalabasan ng dahon, yun ang itatanim mo. Okay? Ngayon sa Coconut Somatic Embryogenesis Technology or CSET, ang average na pwede nang makuha sa isang nut, okay, ay aabot sa 300 plantlets, okay, through tissue culture. So yan po ay successful at magiging dahilan para magkaroon tayo ng malakihang replanting ng coconut sa Pilipinas, at yan ay inaasahan ng marami. Ang disadvantage lang po, matagal tumubo yung tissue culture coconut. Hindi kamukha nung nasa niyog na tutubuan ng dahon, mga isang buwan lang pwede mo na itanim. Itong tissue culture, taon, okay? 2 to 3 years bago pwede mo maitanim. Pero imbes na isa, meron ka namang 300 na itatanim. Meron din kaming ilulunsad na unang-unang gawa dito na ventilator, yung kinakabit sa mga hindi makahinga. Dahil napaka-mahal po na umimport ng ventilator ang ating mga ospital, lalo na yung maliliit, yung may mga capacity na 10 patients sa ICU, okay? Dapat tigitigisan ng ventilator 1:1 sa ICU. Pero maraming ospital, isa lang ang ventilator for 10 patients. Ano? Kaya minabuti namin na unahin yan among the many biomedical devices that we are launching, and this will happen also this year, 2020. Meron din kaming ilulunsad, siguro bandang September, yung ating tinatawag na hybrid trimaran. Ito po yung boat, okay, na pwedeng mag-inter-island, maglulula ng 100 passengers, 4 na van, at 15 motorsiklo. Pero ang unique doon, kaya siya tinawag na hybrid, siya po ay gagamit na ng wave energy, kaya we expect to save around 20% fuel because the fuel will be complemented by energy from waves. Okay? At yan ay ingenuity ng mga Pilipino. At dito natin nakita na kahit hindi scholar, yung mga OFW po ay pwedeng makatulong sa ating technological advancement. Kasi ang gumawa ng hybrid trimaran ay mga OFW shipbuilders na nagtrabaho sa Norway all their lives. Okay? And finally, another example that I will mention, bagamat ito ay hindi naman earth-shaking, okay? for the first time, nakagawa na po tayo ng sariling 12 horsepower diesel engine sa Metals Industry Research and Development Center, due for licensing para may-produce na ng private company. At yan ay malaki ang may tutulong. Unang-una sa sektor ng agrikultura para sa ating agricultural modernization program. Again, we have developed the diesel engine, 12 horsepower, but this will just be the beginning. We will develop smaller versions, 5 horsepower, 8 horsepower, dahil marami tayong mga pangangailangan sa iba't ibang gamit. So, sinamantala ko na po ngayon ang aking pagkukwento sa inyo. Sabi ko nga, ito'y parangal sa inyo at pasasalamat sa lahat ng may kaugnayan sa inyong tagumpay na makatapos ng inyong kurso with the DOST Scholarship at kasama na rin yung paalaala para naman huwag niyong makalimutan ang DOST at ang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat.